those YouTube creators where they say, I read this book so you don't have to? Well, I read Red Rising and now you have to. Let's do a rant and ramble. In my heart, this is a 6-star read. It is easily in the top 5 books that I've read of this year. Though, because of my objective rating system, I'm giving it a 4.75. Again, only because of my rating system. In Red Rising, we follow along 16-year-old Darrow, who's in the Red Society as a minor on Mars. When the second biggest tragedy of his life befalls him, he is thrusted into the truth of the matter of what is going on behind the Society of the Reds. Darrow pledges his allegiance to promote change, as well as a little teensy bit of vengeance, which we all love here. I mean, come on. And for fear of spoiling the book, that is all I am going to say. It is best read when you completely have no idea what's going on. I think going in blind is probably the best bet for enjoyment. Pierce Brown created a world of tragedy, of order, of chaos, and kind of madness in Red Rising. Most of the characters are very cold and calculated, as well as very heartfelt. I love the balance of these characters that are so hardened by their society and their limits placed upon them, while also having moments of softness and even comedy. I did chuckle a little bit in this book. I did shed a few tears, and I also shared a lot of rage. As I already said, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I think it's a wonderful read, even if you're not into sci-fi, if you're a fan of dystopian worlds, if you're a fan of fantasy. It kind of has a lot of those elements in here, just the sci-fi version of them. And truly, even though this, in my heart, is a 6-star read, I will have to say that I gave it a 4.7 only because my engagement was a little bit low in some sections. I did find that some of the descriptions were lacking for me, and my imagination just could not compute. There were times where I just felt like I was reading a book and not feeling like I was immersed in the setting and with these characters in the actual story. These moments were few and far between, but they were enough for me to take notice upon and be a little bit less engaged in the overall book. However, as soon as I picked up the book again after those moments, I quickly became enthralled in the storyline once again. This story gripped me. I didn't even know I could care about characters who were so minute in the overall story, and I'm talking just a few pages or a couple of chapters. And then moments came and I cared so deeply about them that I was completely distraught over what was going on. I felt enraged for pretty much the majority of this book. I was so mad, but I was also confused and conflicted by what is truly the best course of action for this plot. I am incredibly invested and I cannot wait to see what happens in Golden Sun. After I finish this, I ordered my copy ASAP, so it should be here soon, and I'm so stoked. Be sure to comment down below, have you read Red Rising? What were your thoughts? What were your ratings? And also, if you haven't yet read it, would you? Bye!